Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. I am Syed Kamil. I am a political analyst. This is my follow-up to the first video. As corruption is currently a hot topic in Malaysia, we will be discussing this. Corruption is now so pervasive and blatant to the extent that there are now cases involving billions of ringgit. This affliction is causing huge losses and is clearly retarding the development of our country. Just look at any of the countries with unbridled corruption. They face stunted growth, lackluster economy, and severe social problems. It is indeed a cancer which will bring about the eventual destruction of an entire nation. Corruption can happen in any sector, including in politics, the civil service, and can also occur in businesses or the private sector. The most dangerous is grand corruption, which is corruption amongst the leadership, because it can bring about problems and difficulties on entire populations. It would also most likely involve huge sums of money. Such grand corruption would also likely impinge on the nation's sovereignty and security if it involves state secrets. Indicators of the level of corruption are indexes such as Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index. In 2015, Malaysia was ranked at 54, which is a decline of 4 spots from the previous year. TI Malaysia just announced that for 2016, we have gone another step lower, and Malaysia is now ranked 55. Dato' Akbar Sattar, President of TI Malaysia, during his briefing on the 2016 CPI, suggested that MACC do more about corruption amongst politicians. He was also concerned about selective prosecutions. Other indicators of corruption are by World Audit, which placed us at number 46 for 2015, while the Index of Economic Freedom indicated concerns regarding the perception of corruption in Malaysia. Government Defence Anti-Corruption Index, which measures the corruption level within the defence and security sector, placed Malaysia in the high-risk category. World Economic Forum, KPMG, and Ernst & Young indicated that amongst foreign investors and businessmen, the perception is poor regarding corruption in the country. Difficulties in preventing corruption are posed by, for example, lack of transparency in awarding contracts or tenders, especially in public sector and defence spending. There is potential corruption risk when contracts are awarded through direct negotiation or via single sourcing. On top of that, the use of Official Secrets Act, OSA, to keep hidden the details or documents related to contracts, tenders, and also investigation reports of abuses are also posing a barrier. Then there is the problem of political fund raising and spending. This area provides immense possibilities for corruption. Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission MACC also face restrictions because they cannot prosecute independently, but have to go through the Public Prosecutor's Office or obtain its consent. What can we do? Firstly, we must strive for higher transparency in the award of contracts or tenders. A contract oversight committee in Parliament or at state legislative councils should be set up. Secondly, collection and use of political funds and the activities of political parties must be monitored closely via a special act which needs to be created. Thirdly, MACC needs to be empowered so that it can independently prosecute its cases without having to seek consent from anybody. Fourth, heavier penalties are needed as a deterrence. Capital punishment, death by hanging for those who are elected government leaders or public officials, for example. We must lobby every political party to get our proposals adopted. If they are unwilling to take strong anti-corruption steps, then they are not serious about the matter. In that case, tell them we will not be supporting them in the next election. Patriotic and concerned citizens must avoid corrupt practices, either in giving or receiving bribes. We must not condone or be involved. If you know of any corrupt acts or abuse of power, please report to the MACC. Please follow my series of videos for more commentaries. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter at Syed Kamil 61. Also visit my blog satriapolitik.blogspot.my. Until the next video, Sejahtera Malaysia, Majulah Malaysia.